Mon Device is reporting how ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, which it sounds really nice, right? The Anti-Defamation League, but hopefully you know by now that they are a rabid pro-Israel group that literally defend like Elon Musk Sig Heiling on stage, and they act like they're opposed to anti-Semitism, and yet they'll defend Nazi gestures as long as it fits with their pro-Israel, regime, because schools don't understand, like a lot of schools and lower education and college as well don't understand that. A lot of schools don't understand, or maybe they don't care. I suppose a lot of them don't care, but they think the Anti-Defamation League actually is all about stopping, defamation, anti-Semitism, etc., and they're not at all. And so they have put forward a platform or a program called No Place for Hate, where they go into lower schools, like K through 12 schools, so kids, children, and they try to indoctrinate them with their, if you criticize Israel, it's anti-Semitism propaganda. And many schools have signed up for this. 2,000 schools, 190,000 educators, and 1.8 million students are subjected to this No Place for Hate program that schools have signed up for. A school that wants to become a designated No Place for Hate school first must register with the ADL and form a steering committee of faculty and students to guide the work of building community and challenging bias at every turn. Now that sounds great, doesn't it? That sounds like a good thing. Perhaps because it focuses on bias instead of racial inequality, the ADL unfortunately does not suggest centering students victimized by bullying and racism to spearhead the committee. So they act like they're there to stop hate, but if it's racism, they don't care so much. It's only if it's criticism of Israel that they care about. Nadia, a Washington, D.C. area educator at a No Place for Hate high school, told us that this created a situation where the predominantly white committee leading the school's No Place for Hate work was not working with the students of color organizations doing similar work at the school. So you got to understand, they come from the outside, and there are already groups saying, hey, we're here to stop bullying, stop hatred, and especially stop, racism, which is often connected to those things. And the ADL's No Place for Hate says, yeah, we're not so interested in the stopping of the racism. Don't care for it so much. Then this educator says, if their true intention was to implement anti-hate or anti-bias work, then wouldn't the ADL manual say to make sure you go out of your way to build relationships with students of color? She asked. This really is it is so nefarious to implant themselves in, first graders in kindergarten and say, hey, we're the No Place for a Hate group, and we're going to tell you why you can never be critical of Israel. It really is repulsive. I know I overuse that word, but I think we live in repulsive times, so it's okay to overuse that word. But anyway, Mondo Weiss has a report on this garbage that the ADL pushes across the country.